Where is the doctor? Exterminate the doctor.
I'm kidding. It's just me. On another Tuesday. Hi. You guys are probably wondering why I had a Daleks open for my video. Well, number one, it's because Nikki and her freaking awesome self had to go and get Alex Day to end her video, and I freaking love that guy. And also just because the new season of Doctor Who came on last Saturday. I'm not going to say anything because I'm not too sure if Luluko has watched it yet, and I'm not going to be the girl who spoiled everything. But I thought it was really cool and awesome, and I literally went over to my friend's house like at 9 o'clock or something. We literally like spent half an hour just like talking about the episode and everything. So yeah, I thought it was really cool, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of the season's gonna go. And I don't think I've ever talked about me being into Doctor Who here. I know I've mentioned it in my other videos on my other channel. I do actually remember the first time I watched it. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, around this time. It was right after Martha became a companion, and the first thing I said was, "Oh look, it's that one guy from Goblet of Fire." Ah. And it's like I heard about it. I watched Alex Day and Charlie McDonald's videos, mainly Charlie McDonald. And they'd always talk about it in their videos, and they made like a freaking album about it. And I'm like, okay, well, this is what they were talking about. And at first, I thought it was like this really serious show. And then I was kind of like, I watched it, and I was like, what the heck is this? It's like that ridiculous where like you'll either love it or you will just hate it. And I, like most people, ended up loving it because it's just so ridiculous. But what can you do? And in response to one of the videos that she mentioned, if they don't find Hogwarts, we sure as hell will. Geeks of the Week, we're going to band together and we are going to find Hogwarts. But yeah, freaking awesome video, Nikki. Why'd you have to be so awesome? Like, everyone's awesome here, but seriously, you and no wonder you and Luluko are married because you guys are just super duper awesome. Yeah, stay awesome. And because of Boba Fett's appearance in Mario's last video, I am now going to try watching Star Wars and just have a full marathon of it. And it's not because over the weekend I watched the Family Guy rendition of Star Wars. To answer Nikki's question, I would have to say Tenzin and Amon from Legend of Korra. I don't know. I just think it'd be really funny. Who would win? I would say Tenzin would probably win, but then I think Amon would become very dark and he would kill Tenzin, so technically Amon would win? I don't know, I just want to see Amon like become victorious in the end, especially because of the crappy ending that he got. Yeah. Okay, let me rephrase that. His ending was not crappy. I just wish it could have been saved towards the end of the entire series as a whole, instead of it being the end of season 1. That's all I can say. Moving on. Steph, I hope that your Labor Day was a little bit better than I'm imagining that it was. And before I say anything else, guys, just go into her video and just give her just the biggest cyber geek hug you can possibly give her, because she just needs a lot of geek love right now. But she did mention that WonderCon was going to be in Anaheim this year, and with that knowledge, I now know that I don't have to plot to figure out how to get to San Francisco next year. So, yeah. Just give her a big cyber hug for you. Just give her a big cyber hug. Steph, I give you the biggest cyber hug I can possibly give you right now, because we all love you. We all love you. I love you. We all love you. To answer my question from last week, I would have to say the anime Angel Beats really surprised me. I thought this show was going to be awful, and honestly, I avoided this show like the plague. Before I say anything else, I have nothing against ecchi or harem or any type of fan service. Do I prefer it? Not really, but like I think most of my favorite shows, Crow's Crusade, Gurren Lagann, freaking Air Gear. I freaking swear by that show. And that one's like the worst offender for like all things ecchi and just like harem and stuff like that. But it's like I don't have a problem with it. But for the longest time, all the shows for some reason they all were just, especially recently, and a lot of the crap on Crunchyroll. It's like all the shows and just having shows just strictly based around fansers, and it's like the stories are crap, characters are worse, and it's like I don't know. They all had the same pattern, and the pattern was just all of it having colorful, magical female characters. So when I saw Angel Beats and just like all the other weird crap that like they came out for like the fans or whatever, I avoided this show like the plague. And I was watching a YouTuber, I forgot what his name, I think his name was like Joey or something, and he was actually talking about it, and he was talking about it on Netflix and said it was actually a really good show. So then I watched it, and believe it or not, I really loved it. And it was the English dub, and and not gonna lie, oh, there's been a lot of English dubs that have not been that great. Like I hadn't been so impressed with the show since like Full Metal Alchemist, and it was just really that good. It was just so awesome. So yeah, and it blew me away. I've never laughed so hard at an anime in like a really long time. So that's my answer. Which leads me to my question of what is your opinion on fan service? How much fan service should be in a show? Should creators put in fan service? Should it be left up to the fans? And how do you feel about it outside of the series or a book? Like, how do you feel about it at conventions or when it comes to cosplay? Or, like, how do you guys feel about fan service? Just leave a comment below as usual. But I guess that wraps it up for me today. I'm just going to get ready for school because it's now 5 o'clock. It takes me like 2 hours to make these videos. It's ridiculous. So this video will probably be up later as soon as I get home because I'm going to be editing it during the day at school. So that's it for me. And
Exterminate. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of the geeks this week.